As we study Prabhupada's books, we come across sections which describe demoniac nature. It's in Bhagavad Gita, the divine and demoniac. Asura. Sura means godly, asura means against God. And then right in Bhagavad Gita, you see arrogance, damba, darpa, pride, arrogance, harshness, conceit, etc. Anger. These are demoniac qualities, and these demoniac qualities cause degradation. But what's most interesting about this is that in many places in Prabhupada's books, he describes these as qualities of uncivilized people, not really considered human. And that's interesting. Qualities such as anger are not considered human. Qualities such as resentment are not considered human. This is for people who are living outside of Vedic culture. This is their culture. But Vedic culture, varnashram, is considered human. And when you're not living a more or less sattvic lifestyle, you're not considered civilized by those standards. And so it's interesting when we think about it, because we know as devotees in progress, in the work, devotee in the making, that we often exhibit, or from time to time, we exhibit these qualities which are considered qualities that are exhibited by people who are uncivilized, or not considered human. So we were discussing that this morning in class, and discussing the point that Prabhupada made on various occasions, that I'm not a devotee, I'm trying to be a devotee. Devotee is a big word, don't think I'm a devotee. So we generally think of ourselves as devotees, or getting close, or on the way. And Prabhupada's saying, I'm not a devotee, because Prabhupada ultimately means devotee means one who loves Krishna. So I'm trying to be a devotee. And so then we were discussing this morning in class, well, maybe try becoming a human being first. That might help. We're joking. But when you look at these qualities, you can see that it's not so much a joke, it's a reality. We're trying to be devotees and transcendental. In many ways, we're lacking as humans. Now, in the chapter, I think it's the 13th chapter of the Gita, the divine and demoniac, then Krishna tells Arjuna, you don't have to worry, because you were born with divine qualities, and divine qualities lead to liberation, demoniac qualities lead down. So there's a very simple point, which I think is sometimes neglected, that we allow ourselves to sometimes not, what should we say, correct our bad behavior or correct our bad characteristics, but it's that bad behavior and characteristics, and those characteristics that lead us away from Krishna. So it should be a red flag, it should be a warning. It's not something that you just want to neglect, but it's something that you want to think about more, because these are qualities that are going to lead me down. And the divine qualities are going to lead me up, and I need to cultivate those qualities. And it's not easy to always act with those qualities. We had talked about that a few days ago, how we feel certain things, and those feelings can cause us or motivate us to do the wrong thing, and we have to elevate those feelings through intelligence so that we act properly. And that is a constant battle until we become transcendental, or until we become much more advanced in Krishna consciousness. So, as we said maybe last week, it's not easy, but it's worth it. And this is the work we have to do, and we need to be conscious of our own failings. So I just wanted to put that in context. When there's resentment, when there's anger, when there's jealousy, greed, lust, and all these things, we shouldn't just think, oh, I'm struggling with these things. We should think, these are qualities of uncivilized people. These qualities are of people who are not, according to Bhagavatam and Varnashram, considered actually fully in the human form of life. And that's interesting. That's a little scary. It's a little concerning. But I think it's important to put things in this context. Otherwise, we sometimes feel justified in acting improperly. I'm doing it for Krishna. No, it doesn't really work that way. You can't do something wrong for Krishna and make it right. Okay, there are exceptions, but generally, it doesn't work that way.